Hugh Jackman became a superstar as Wolverine in his breakthrough blockbuster X-Men, won a Tony Award for an unforgettable portrayal of Peter Allen, and made millions of moviegoers swoon as the heroic Rover in Baz Luhrmann's epic Australia. He's been busy growing his own production company with wife Deborah Lee Furness, wowed the world as host of the Academy Awards, and notched up the title as People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. Now the triple threat who can sing, dance and wield a weapon has got his claws out again for one of the year's most highly anticipated films, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Knowing that the woman you loved was hunted down, I can make all this go away. Join me, but you will have your revenge. Mutants, I don't hate them. They must be controlled. Locked out! He spent $500 million making him indestructible.
After a dramatic entrance, Hugh caught up with Rove on the film's Sydney set earlier this week.
So you did a drop this morning. What was the helicopter thing?
It was actually unbelievable. It was so much fun. I was harnessed in to the helicopter with no door on it. So I was standing outside the helicopter, like on the landing thing, just holding onto the seat. I mean, I was actually harnessed in, but I was still holding on like I wasn't. And then my hat blew off. And I remember going, oh, and the rotor was only about 3 feet above me, and I got long limbs. It would have been all right, because it would have been on film. It would have been awesome publicity.
That's it. Man kills himself to promote a
I could
movie.
rebuild my hand with claws. Could have all been good.
Ooh, shiny.
Hey, now, because I haven't seen you since, you did such a bloody good job at the Oscars.
Thank you, mate.
Did you enjoy it?
I really loved it.
I saw you just before, and you were...
I was telling you then. That was the worst part. All I knew was there was 1 billion people. Well, they say 1 billion. I don't know exactly what the number is, but a lot of people, and 7 minutes. And that's all I had. What do I do for those 7 minutes? That was when I was most nervous. When I finally worked out that opening, then I started to relax. And at that time, I was also rehearsing with Beyonce, and that was kind of just fine. That was no problem.
And now here we are, and thank you very much for having us on the set of your exciting movie.
Pleasure, mate. Because I still feel a little bit bad that I didn't get you in the movie, but you refused to audition.
And there's no roles for tiny little mutants. To be honest, and of course I'm going to say this because you're here anyway, but I was always a Wolverine fan.
Yeah.
But in the comics, he was a lot shorter.
5'3".
Yes.
I remember at the first meeting I had with the head of Fox, they were talking about the height, and as I'm talking, like, yeah, I don't really see it as a problem. They were quite fixated on it. And the first one, I acted in trenches. People were on things like this all around me.
Oh, really?
Or Jimmy Marsden plays Cyclops. He was actually about 5'11", 5'10", 11, but they had to make him look 6'6" to be taller than me. So the poor guy's in, like, kiss boots, planks. I was in shoes off the whole time, in ditch, stuff like that. So
Is it a weird feeling because you know the character so well now, and especially now, taking on the movie that's just based on him.
Yeah.
When you first signed on for it, you had no idea who he was or the entire series.
Yeah.
Deb almost talked you out of doing this, didn't she?
Deb
when
said,
she read it?
well, I didn't get a script. I got 4 pages to do a test. And I said, Deb, can you run through these lines? And she's like, okay. Wolverine's claws come out snicked. SNIK. She goes, Hugh, this is ridiculous. You're working at the National Theatre with Trevor Nunn. You can't be doing this. To this day, she'll say it's the only time I was ever wrong. The only one she admits to anyway.
Well. Look what the cat dragged in.
And how's all the... I mean, you've been getting asked about the whole physique thing a lot.
Yeah.
But it was intense, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. There was some dark moments there. Look, I kind of had this vision of the character. His whole story is this animal. Am I an animal? Am I human? And it wasn't I wanted to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, massive like that and huge. I wanted him to look veiny and that animalistic, that no matter how cool he seems, at any minute he's just going to cut loose and rip your head off. To do that, I kind of had to really work out hard and eat just ridiculously.
So what is the key to veins popping out? Is there one, or is it just...
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Before you walked out here, you were out back doing push-ups, weren't you?
Not now, but on set I was doing it.
Yeah?
Push-ups. There's one shot, I don't even know I should say this, but I'll tell you. The poster shot. which has me looking. I'm actually holding sandbags. So I'm holding a sandbag really heavy because as you hold them,
It's happening now. Look, it's happening now.
right? It's like you're holding something really heavy, and then they just digitally took them out.
You cheat.
Yeah, I cheat. But you don't say that.
No. Hugh, I hate to say it already, but are you ready for your final five? We're already there. I hate to say it. Okay, here we go. Number 5. Who was the drunkest person at this year's Oscars?
Ooh, I'm going to get into such trouble to say it because the person was drinking through the ceremony.
Oh.
All I'm going to say was in the front row.
I'll leave it at that.
Check it out. Watch someone if you watch it back.
Number 4, do you ever drop the fact that you're the sexiest man alive into casual conversation?
I mean, more than once a day, you mean?
Yeah.
No, usually once a day, something like that. Just publicly, never at home.
Of course. Unnecessary at home. Number 3, what face would you make if you saw the world's most adorable kitten?
Get the hell out of here! How about... Oh... How was that?
That's good.
my Puss in Boots face.
That's good. Number 2, what is your secret fear?
Heights.
Really? Hang on. Helicopters and...
Yeah, but I've had to work on it. Like, it's something if I don't do things like that, it will creep up on me. But as a kid, massive. So yesterday, before the helicopter thing, I made sure I did a rehearsal because I have to go through it and keep it going.
And number 1, what's the first thing you think of when you see this?
Mum. Give me a closer look at that. Oh my God, it is my mum.
There we go. Yeah, I just love it. An old lady
I love
throwing
your
up.
warped sense of humour, mate.
Brilliant. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, mate.
Very good to see you.
Good to see you, and thanks for coming up here. I mean it.
Red Bull does not give you wings.